Hey, it's your boy SergDragon, and welcome to another edition of the Heavens Monsters podcast. With me always is T-Money, King of Puppies. There you go. Welcome to the October 29th and 23rd edition of Monday Night Raw and Smackdown. Starting off with Monday Night Raw was
Finn Balor versus Bobby Lashley.
You sure it wasn't anything else before that?
Well, okay. Baron Corbin is in the ring
With the title.
With the title on his shoulders.
Yeah, eating my food while I'm talking.
Okay. Baron Corbin says life goes on when he wishes Roman the best of luck. Baron says if he comes back, he hopes he doesn't come back to Raw.
Because he don't want the competition. He knows he'll get his ass whooped.
And Baron Corbin talks about Roman Reigns making his job difficult until Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman come out. Baron introduces Brock, but Paul interrupts him and says he'll take it from here.
You do your stick, I'll do mine.
And that's his intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Paul. Yada, 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 yada. But then Braun Strowman comes out and makes a spectacle out of it. And he gets freaking Baron Corbin. The fans are cruel. They asked him to do it one more time. He freaking did his special, the running power slam 3 times to Baron Corbin, and then Brock Lesnar F5s him. I thought Braun Strowman was going to get out of that. Oh, heads up, we have not seen Crown Jewel yet. One second. And we're back.
I heard who won, but y'all can find out for yourselves.
I only heard a little, but I'm not going to say nothing until we finish watching it. Yeah. And then we'll probably mention it on the next podcast the week after on the, let's see, if November 10th is Saturday, November 9th, we'll probably mention it. We'll probably mention that first before Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. Definitely. In which case, first match of the night was Finn Balor
versus Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, and we know how that ended. It ended in disqualification, because I remember watching that part, because I was upset to see Lio Rush interfere in that match and get Bobby Lashley disqualified. But he didn't care. He was just laying down the beat down on poor Finn Balor, because they were going to fight the next day on Mixed Match Challenge, which I'll get to in just a bit. And then later on, and I gotta admit, I was skeptical about it, because they say, he say, and then something else happens, but this guy's info was right. Terrence, T-Money, I should say, about John Cena and Daniel Bryan not going to Crown Jewel. This is how they did it. We'll get to Daniel Bryan on SmackDown part, but courtesy of Bobby Lashley getting beat down to Finn Balor, who has always caused trouble, or vice versa, between Balor and Corbin. Corbin awarded Bobby Lashley John Cena's spot in the Crown Jewel. In which case, he said he didn't qualify. He was just given, which is true. So that was John Cena's out. We'll get to Daniel Bryan when we get to SmackDown. Out of which, next thing on the list, and you can go ahead and talk while I eat my food. He's got to leave early, so I might finish this up later by myself. I don't know. We'll do Impact first on our second part.
Okay, backstage, Ronda Rousey is being confronted by Becky Lynch.
And what is that about?
Saying that a Survivor Series, she's going to win the match.
Oh, yeah, that was after Women's Evolution.
Yes.
Both of them saying champ, calling each other's champ. My money's on Ronda Rousey, I'm not going to lie. Because she is just vicious. I'll call it. She is the beast of the women's division. She's the Brock Lesnar version. That's basically what she is. Because she's from UFC, yada, yada, yada.
Okay. And Lita, Trish, and Natalya, and Sasha Banks and Bayley make their way to the ring for their match. It was Lita, Trish Stratus, and Natalya, and Sasha taking on Bayley, and Bayley versus Mickey James, Alicia Fox, and the Riot Squad.
That's a mouthful because it was a 10-woman match. And it was everything you expect. We already did Evolution, so there were things that we didn't mention because in that match, they also did the same thing at Evolution. Evolution, they had themselves a lineup wave of suplexes. When they link up one after the other, trying to push one side and flip them. Well, this time around, in this 10-woman match, they did a tower. Good Lord, man. I was like, nah, y'all not. I just laid them out. Like, damn.
I got seen that before.
Yeah, we've seen that before, but it's rare to see it from the women. Next. Oh, yeah. And that's right. Natalia's team featuring Bailey, Sasha, Trish, and Lita won.
Yeah.
And it's, thanks to Mikey, we learned that the Riot Squad was very emotional losing at Evolution. That's a shocker. Next.
But no one cared about her them anyway.
Oh, they were all dressed up in Halloween outfits. Did you get that?
Yeah.
I did not know. I mean, I get it was close to Halloween, but I didn't think they were dressing up.
Yeah. Okay. Nia Jax has been interviewed and said she will be waiting for Ronda Rousey.
Look forward to that.
Amber Moon comes in for the interview as well and says she feels like she caught lightning in the bottle. After last night, Nia interrupts and says she is the one who won the Battle Royal. Amber then challenges her to a match tonight, and Nia accepts the match. Okay, next one. JoJo introduces Elias Sampson to the ring. And
in which case, he goes to the back to sing to Baron Corbin while he's injuring. That was funny. He's turning babyface, I swear. The way he's going.
Yeah. Dana Brooke asks him if he can play her a song. Elias says no and walks towards Corbin's office.
Yeah, that too.
Elias tells Corbin to shut his mouth and listen to the song. Elias plays it and sings, and Corbin comes out of the office.
Yeah, you can go to the next one.
Okay. Well, next match, Elias Sampson versus Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, because Jinder jumped him
Yes.
while he was doing his song. And ultimately, Jinder lost to Elias Sampson's, what was it called? His finisher? Drift Away?
He's Drift Away.
Yeah, right?
It sounded like
Drift Away. What, is that a reference to something? Another song? Or that was just a rip-off to Jeff Hardy?
That's another song like Kira.
Yeah. They're right here. Well, spicy cheddar.
Eagles to bring my soul. I want to get lost in your rock and roll. Drift away.
There you go. I was wondering. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good singing.
You're welcome. The Extension versus Bobby Roode and Chad Gable versus AOP.
In which if I'm not mistaken, AOP won that match real quick. Next.
It just still set. They're not getting. They been like the Extension been in WWE for like 4 or 5 years, and they still hadn't been pushed and tag team gold.
True on that. I'm surprised. AOP hasn't got a title shot yet.
Yeah, but they Extension been there longer than they have.
True, but they are rising in powerhouses.
Yeah.
Considering how they're dominant, you'd think they would have been in the running already.
I guess Vince McMahon and Triple H and who work under Vince feel like they're not the AOP are not ready yet.
I blame the storyline.
Yeah.
Because right now, the ones who have the title is solely Seth Rollins. We'll get to in just a bit.
The title is vacant now.
It's vacant.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
You can't hold both titles, bro. So
Is that why we didn't have a... Wait, did we have him? We gotta see that on Crown Jewel.
No, we didn't have him because...
A Raw titles match at Queen...
if you think about it, Seth Rollins gave both the titles away from... Gave him the titles, said he didn't want to be a tag team partner anymore. So WWE has decided to vacate the tag team belts. Instead of
Seth Rollins having to choose a new partner altogether. Mm-hmm. Again, why didn't they put a match at Crown Jewel? I guess some of the tag teams didn't want to go, like John Cena and Daniel Bryan. Mm-hmm. That's my only guess. All right, next on the list.
Nia Jax versus Amber Moon.
In which case, if I'm not mistaken, Nia Jax won that match, or am I wrong?
You're right.
Because first time around she lost. Because she got count out. This time around, not so much.
Lucha House Party versus the Revival.
Lucha. In which Lucha House Party won. How about to say Lucha Underground?
Mm-hmm. Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre make their way to the ring, and says they have broken on the Shield, and now he's got his eyes on Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar at Crown Jewel.
Whoever comes out of it.
Dolph says he looked up to Kurt Angle, and if a guy like him didn't exist, Dolph Ziggler wouldn't exist. Dolph says he was going to cement his legacy and become the best in the world as he wins the World Cup. Dolph says he is the best competitor that has ever stepped foot in the ring. Apollo Crews comes out for his match.
You don't have to read the whole thing.
Well, that's the last one anyway. Dolph Ziggler versus Apollo Crews.
In which Apollo Crews loses, I bet.
Exactly.
Poor Apollo Crews. He has not been getting a break. Alright, next.
Rosa Structure make their way to the ring and says what they're going to do DX.
Oh, yeah. And then DX comes out and ruins the party. Yeah. Ultimately, it's just Triple H right there. And then we don't know... Kane gets out of the ring. And Shawn Michaels jumps him. And gets sweet chin music to The Undertaker. He's laid out. And it took him... I'm surprised he didn't do this quicker. It was like a long, like almost a minute before he decided to do his rise thing.
You know, the fans made fun of Shawn Michaels and Triple H being bald-headed.
Oh, you know that was coming.
Yeah, because like...
My issue is the fact they didn't use the pyro to block off Triple H and Shawn Michaels and left the show on that note.
Yeah, but you saw that thing that Shawn Michaels was wearing on his head?
Nope.
The black thing, he had like a headband. They said he was trying to use that to cover his head so nobody would try to see him bald.
If he's already bald because he shaved his head like you do, then just acknowledge it. Don't just try to hide it. Come on.
Well, Shawn Michaels was doing it, so...
Yeah. Look, I'm balding. I don't give a damn.
People were saying that Shawn Michaels should never cut his hair, and the same thing with Triple H. Should have kept it longer.
Yeah. And that's it for Raw. Mm-hmm. All right, next up, moving on to SmackDown. Ooh, we hit the 13-minute mark. That's good. It's going to take a while.
Okay, guys.
All right. What started off the show?
AJ Styles makes his way to the ring.
AJ Styles. That's what we can talk about. Because of the fact that Daniel Bryan didn't want to wrestle at Crown Jewel, this is what they did. I had a feeling they would, if you were right. And sure enough, Daniel Bryan got his wish. So instead of him fighting for the title that he, number one contendership that he earned by beating The Miz, he ended up fighting that very night, in which it led to one thing to another. One said this, one said that, saying, I did meant to hit you, so let's do this match. And Shane O'Mac came out and made it official. Crown Jewel came early. Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles, in which case that was a long match. They literally started the show with the world title picture. What a way to kick off a show, let me tell you. That's always good. That's always gets ratings, I hope, because WWE has been getting low ratings for both Raw and SmackDown.
Well, actually, it's been Raw.
From what you said.
Well, SmackDown has been one again, low ratings.
Yeah, but you said, one of the posts you sent, Raw was getting low ratings too.
Because of the whole the women's match.
Anyway, with that said, the match ended with Daniel Bryan having to force to tap out. In which case, they shook hands, and then out comes the actual person I was wondering who would fight AJ Styles at Crown Jewels to replace Daniel Bryan. And they heated up the next chapter, which we thought we finished, but nope. Samoa Joe is going to fight Daniel Bryan at Crown Jewel. Or should I say, already did. Don't know who won. The show's already ended. I'm going to find out when I get home and watch it on my WWE network on my television. Other than that, I'll have to see. Next thing. Oh, and AJ wanted to fight Samoa Joe at Crown Jewel, so that's how they set it up.
WWE Championship, AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan.
We just talked about that.
Okay.
You see me talking about
I
it?
thought you were still talking about the AJ Styles makes his way, it kicks off the show.
Scroll. That says scroll.
Jeff Hardy says, Banky, I don't know what he said. Banksy once said that artists will pay for their word. Jeff says the risks he has taken has provided his.
Okay. Now we're up to. After that, it's the Shane O'Mac talking with the 4 SmackDown competitors for the World Cup Series. Ultimately, everyone said their piece on who's going to win and why, and even complimented each other in understanding what they're capable of. And The Miz, of course, just ranted saying he was the best. Must see, blah, blah, blah. One thing really shook everybody, and I need to see this. I need to see who won the World Cup, because from what Shane O'Mac said, if one of the whoever is the main competitor to move on to the finals against whoever wins on Raw and lose is no longer going to be on SmackDown. So that was a motivator.
That means that they'll be fired.
Or transferred to Raw, because let's face it, WWE loves us. Unless they decide to leave. The ones I can see, only one I can see leaving would be Rey Mysterio.
Well, actually, probably I think Jeff Hardy too, because people were upset about Jeff Hardy leaving Raw to SmackDown. Well, I know. I read on social media.
They want to get the band back together.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to see. So, too many possibilities. Miz cheating, RKO's being thrown, the Enigma doing his thing, and Rey Mysterio being the underdog and showing everybody up. But that's Team SmackDown. Raw, it was Lashley, Seth, Ziggler, and Kurt Angle, in which all of them are good competitors. Not gonna lie, each of them have their own skills. I have to see. We'll have to see.
Well, they already made a match for SummerSlam. Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin.
So it's official.
Mm-hmm.
Look forward to seeing that.
Yeah.
And what's the next thing?
Okay, the new backstage page is telling Charlotte her match with Becky Lynch at Evolution was amazing.
Yeah, this is the part where people are speculating that will she or will she not rise to the occasion? Courtesy of her loss against Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair was skeptical about Paige asking her to be the captain of Team SmackDown for the women's elimination match or survival match.
Yes.
In which case, because she lost, she didn't feel like she deserved it. So Paige gave her a piece of her own words to rise. What was it? We'll be right back while he gets to that part. Okay, they didn't mention it. But it went something like this, if I'm not mistaken. It said, be proud of your victories, but do not be ashamed of your loss, or something like that. Rise from your failures, that kind of thing. In which case, it's true. she did lose, but that doesn't mean she's a failure. She's very successful, not just in her family name, but in her own right, branching off from her father. I'll say that much. I'll recognize that. She is definitely talented. Maybe even, I'm willing to say it. I'm willing to say it. I don't care what anybody else thinks. She might be more talented than her own father in his heyday. I'm saying in his heyday. Because he didn't flip. He didn't jump like she does.
Actually, she did, bro.
Ric Flair did?
No, she did. Well, outside the ring, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. She does things that her father didn't do, which takes it to the next level.
Oh, Ric Flair did it. He did like her. In the 80s and 90s. And
he jumped over the freaking corner rope into the people?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
In WCW, he did that.
See? Well, yeah, I don't. I'm more into his latest work when he was still in WWE before he was retired.
He did that in WWE too, back in 1992.
92. See, I don't remember that.
Because there's some stories about Ric Flair that you never knew.
I'm not talking about the dirty ones. I'm talking about the.
I ain't talking about dirties. There's some stories about that you never knew Ric Flair did, and wrestlers will tell you about what he did in wrestling. That was crazy.
Okay. Like surviving how many crashes and still he's a jinx?
Probably about
5? 3?
More than 5 or 3.
Nah.
Yes.
Nah.
Sting would tell you.
I gotta watch that story time again, that animated shit, because they did mention that. They did mention that. That's what I'm referencing.
There's a documentary that tell you all about it. Sting would tell you this. Hulk Hogan would tell you that. Anyone who knew Ric Flair would tell you about what he did.
All right, next we're on the 21 mark. Let's keep going.
All right. The Trick or Treat Street Fight, Big E versus Cesaro.
Now that was a good match. They came out as the Brood.
Yeah, Grand Girl said he didn't like that.
I don't care. That was funny, especially how they had a bunch of people with the freaking red light acting like a flame. I was like, PG up the ass.
Gangrel said it on his Instagram and Twitter, I think Facebook, saying that he wasn't happy about the New Day making fun of him.
Nah, but it was becoming. They were the underdogs, not gonna lie, in that match because thanks to Big Show, because it was supposed to be Big E versus Cesaro, but it was a street fight. The rules were just thrown out, so it might have well been a 6-man tag. I mean, a tornado match. Or a street court match. That's what it basically was.
It was a 6-man tornado tag match. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, street fight though. You got to remember the street fight.
Yeah.
Because there was no rules, no rope break, no count out, no nothing. It was just pin or submit. That's it.
That's like a hardcore match though.
Street fight.
No, but
that's what it was. It was a Halloween street fight.
Yeah, but there's 2 different sides. There was a street fight back in there, was a street fight and a hardcore match.
Hey, I'm just telling you what the name of the match was. I don't know the full freaking rules because that was thrown out.
No, that's what because they had two different set type of matches, bro. One was street fight, the other one was a hardcore.
Yeah. Either which way, I love the fact that both Big E of all people and Xavier Woods were to bring back the Mist. Not once, not twice, but 3 times in that match they used the Mist.
The blood.
Yeah, the blood pellets. Oh man, I missed the Mist. I missed it. Tajiri did it so much that it was just a thing in video games and in real life that we wanted to see.
Tajiri's, that was a Mist. That was like a different type. Again, Grail used blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't no Mist. That was just blood, like a couple.
Yeah, but it's considered the Mist in the video games. That's what it's called. And it can come in many forms. You see over there in Japan as well as Impact when he was doing his crossover with Japan. They had so many colors of the rainbows coming out of their mouths. Just like, how many pellets do you have in your mouth?
But did you know Tajiri's Mist was like kind of like poison?
No, I saw 3 colors when they did that over there in Impact. I saw red, blue, green. I was like, damn, what the fuck?
His was like rosemary though.
Yep.
Tajiri.
Oh, and they have purple. Rosemary had purple.
Yeah, Tajiri had
and black. But that was fun to see them use the Mist and to get the win. Big Show's face was covered by Xavier, and freaking Cesaro was all covered up from here.
I'm surprised they didn't do the blood bath. They didn't bring the blood bath back. Where it's all dark, where the lights all get all where the lights get all dark, and they play the music, and then the lights come on, and then there's blood on the opponent everywhere.
That was cool. All right, next thing.
The United States,
Thanks to the Miz, the New Day won.
The United States Championship match: Shinsuke Nakamura versus R-Truth. Veteran versus veteran.
Not really. It was supposed to be Todd Dillinger that was supposed to fight him, but they because of an injury, R-Truth filled the spot, and ultimately Shinsuke Nakamura showed his Japanese strong style in its fullest.
Well,
won for the record.
But here's Mr. Mitch, what he said before the show started. And they don't tell you this on WWE. You have to read where I have.
Okay.
They said that. Well, they said that Ty Gillen. They don't think Ty Gillen wasn't ready. Wasn't ready for a title match.
Okay, what's the next thing?
Jeff Hardy and Rey Mysterio versus Randy Orton and The Miz.
In which case, if I'm not mistaken, The Miz and Randy Orton won, right?
No.
Rey Mysterio and Jeff Hardy won?
Yes.
See, that all I remember is the chaos at the end. Because Randy Orton made a statement by RK and everybody. First was Jeff Hardy, then Rey Mysterio, literally 2 seconds, jumping and got a rated R RKO, thanks to his time with Edge. That was what it's called in the video games.
No, that wasn't called. That was like a high flying RKO. Rated R was like where two guys do double RKO together.
Oh no! It's where that's in the air.
No, that's what Randy Orton said.
Well, I guess they fixed that because the 2009 game that I still have and I haven't updated. Yeah. And then of course Miz thinks he gets the win and gets to stand beside him, and nope, RKO'd him too, and that's what ended the show.
Yeah.
Then I can mention the mixed match challenge, in which case it was Monster Eclipse of Braun Strowman and Ember Moon versus Alicia, Jinder Mahal, and Alicia Fox. And Alicia Fox freaking saying that she's the captain. She wanted to pick a fight with Braun Strowman. He took her captain hat and said, look, and she got freaking Eclipse, and the legal ones were the men. So with Braun Strowman, poor Jinder, undefeated Eclipse, and still non-winning Alicia. After that, we had put your hand down, chop off with Rusev and Lana versus AJ Styles and Charlotte Flair. And man, Lana can't dish it. She can't. She's having to do this. That's cheating. It's one chop, one or the other. That's how you do it. Nah, you just. And every time she gets smacked, she's like, ah! Then dish she well. Although Rusev, on the other hand, was definitely dishing out on AJ. But overall, though, on account of AJ fending off against Rusev, Lana didn't get the win, and she hates the fact that her and her husband have not won, while AJ Styles and Charlotte Flair are continuously victorious, undefeated yet. So it's going to get down between Phenomenal Flair and Asuka, between Asuka and The Miz, because both those teams are undefeated. That's going to be interesting. Oh, and yes, Lana twerked her butt. Again. And Charlotte Flair was like, what is this? What is this? She tried to shake her butt. And then she just did the worm. And then Lana did the Lana Rooney. Rusev called it the Lana Rooney. She did the Spinner Rooney. It's the Lana Rooney.
Well, you notice that Lana has a background in breakdancing.
Yep. Well, that's it for the show, ladies and gentlemen. This guy's got to be leaving early, so we're going to end this part of the video and get with Impact Wrestling. So with that said, you like this video? Give it a thumbs up. You didn't? Give it a thumbs down. Hit that subscribe button. You like the content. Hit that notification button so you can be notified of the next Heaven Monsters podcast. What the hell is going on? And we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.